Hey, so I'm headed to hang with my new friends, and it's about music, and we're gonna watch a movie called, I think it's but it's a movie about jazz. I'm also excited because we had a conversation not too long ago where Nancy and Diane informed me that they were they decided to take a jazz course, which is about jazz appreciation. And that immediately I was super excited. And the thing about it is, with jazz and its complex nature, to study any music increases your mental capacity and, appreciation for life. But jazz, to me, teaches something unique because of its in the moment creativity.
Professional musician.
And you got a Yamaha. Oh my God.
Yes.
You all don't know.
Yes.
You really don't know. I didn't do band. I was in chorus, but it wasn't until my 11th grade year that I even realized, I didn't take anything. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So let me ask you a question. Is that your first shot at a jazz song?
Yes.
It is? Well, first of all.
Yes. They just gave me this book, for Christmas.
Okay.
And so, lo
Who
and
gave you that
behold,
book for Christmas? Who gave you that for Christmas?
My son and his wife and their
Really?
kids. They live in
And
Seattle.
that is what? 1,000 most beautiful?
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. All right. Say I want to give like the impression of like wind or something. I might do something like. That kind of thing. I mean, that's cool conversation. That's what it is. So one of the things that I thought was really wild was, that he was admitted into an asylum as a lunatic. But when you think about the events of his life, then you see something which I find so very common, which is, someone who is labeled a particular way because of what they're dealing with psychologically, while the cause of that psychological state is overlooked. And that was pretty heavy, because when you look at what he was really dealing with in life, I mean, he had every reason to go crazy. He had so many things that was against him, and people and the circumstances that he was put in, and it really messed with his mind. And I guess the other aspect about that, at the end of the movie, it said that the recording of him was never found. And I can just only imagine, as a musician myself, going through all that he went through, and then you add that to the equation as well. I mean, that's pretty tough. Just how much musicians go through that a lot of people don't realize, especially the jazz musicians of the 30s and 40s. Through Bolden's eyes, he was able to really see the exploitation of blacks for different things, and he saw himself right within the midst of it, and that's really what he was dealing with. Really sad to see someone who was so amazing. When you think about the people that have come before you, the people who really had an amazing gift and who paved the way, so to speak, for you. It's just like seeing other people who are heroes, in the African American community. You just think about the people that came before you and whose gift paved the way even for your gift to be seen and understood in a bit of a different world, where some of the things that these great people had to go through, we don't go through. I think that this was a very touching movie. I definitely think it's a movie that everyone should see. It really makes you appreciate yet another really deep contribution to soulful music from an African American whose traumatic story goes down in history as something that not many people know about, and that his impact was great while his time wasn't that long.